Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, on Christmas Eve, a fire tore through a Letcher County couple's home. The two could only watch as crews worked to put out the fire. No people were hurt, but 7 of their pets died in the house. WYMT's Connor James talked with them today.
Donald and Kathy Hammonds have lived at this home in the Jackhorn community of Letcher County for a little more than a year. They say they've made this place their home and they've opened it up to a lot of animals, adopting from rescues and local shelters. They say they were out on Christmas Eve, and as they were coming home, they saw that their home was up in flames. Kathy saying that she jumped out of the car, ran up to the home crying, not knowing what to do. Now, on top of everything sentimental that they lost in the fire, they also lost a handful of pets. They say they had 2 pugs and 5 cats in there. One of those cats was a little kitten that they had just adopted. They say they weren't able to celebrate Christmas Day at all, and today they were actually burying the animals that were inside the house.
And not having anything basically to our name anymore, and not anywhere to call home anymore because it no longer exists. That's probably been the hardest. And our babies that were inside, we miss them.
Now, there are a handful of different ways you can help the family. They do have a GoFundMe set up. On top of that, the Red Cross is also working this. We have more information on how you can get in contact with the Red Cross to donate to this family over on our website, WYMT.com. I'm in the Jackhorn community of Letcher County. Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
The couple is also looking for people who would be able to take any of the animals to care for, since they do not have a home to keep them at. About 250 people in Minnesota's largest city are without a home after a fire swept through the Drake Hotel in Minneapolis yesterday. It happened around 3 a.m. Christmas morning when a fire broke out in the 93-year-old hotel used as a shelter for homeless people. City leaders say many of the people living there lost all of their belongings.
We literally just started over again and then lost everything all over again. What's next? I don't know, but I know it could only get greater.
A call for help urging people to donate supplies to the people quickly spread across social media. Shortly after, generous Minnesotans showed up with diapers, blankets, clothes, and shoes. People gave so much that some actually had to be turned away.
It was another very mild day here in the mountains. We've kind of seen that mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day. Mild conditions continue, but not for too much longer. First, we'll go ahead and take you to some of those cameras looking along Interstate 75. You can see that northbound lane over Mount Vernon, a little bit on the slow side. So if you are headed or traveling this evening, just take it easy out there. A lot of people probably heading home for today from the holidays, but at least it's on the warmer side out there. 64 right now into Whitesburg. Seeing plenty of sunshine over there, but really we've kind of seen that mix throughout the day. And check out those temperatures across the area. Low to mid 60s, upper 60s here in Hazard. Very comfortable, but we have seen those clouds increasing on and off throughout the day, and that's going to continue as we head throughout the rest of those evening hours and even into tomorrow. But a cool down is on the way along with that soggy weather. I'll have more details on that coming up in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Paige. A state lawmaker spent the holidays in a hospital this year. Relatives tell us Representative Bam Carney is in ICU with a severe case of pancreatitis. Carney is the House Majority Floor Leader and a Republican from Taylor County. Garrett Weimer has the latest on his condition.
In a statement on Facebook, family members thanked everyone for their support, encouragement, and prayers after this all happened so suddenly. Family members say Representative Carney has been in the ICU since late Monday after he went through 2 surgeries. They say he's been diagnosed with a severe case of pancreatitis and has a lot of infection. Carney is the majority floor leader in the House, where he's been a representative for more than a decade. Right now, he's still in a Louisville hospital. Family members say he started dialysis and could have feeding tubes for weeks and drain tubes for months. We've seen a lot of folks from both sides of the aisle posted on social media expressing their support for Carney, wishing him well, even if they have political differences, and saying they're praying for him and his family. Kearney's home city is Campbellsville, but you've still probably heard his name in our area as a House leader and as someone who's been vocal on topics like school safety and other education issues. Kearney's also a longtime teacher. At the state capitol, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Kearney co-sponsors one bill that was pre-filed for the upcoming 2020 session, a bill to adopt daylight saving time year-round in Kentucky. The General Assembly gavels into its regular session January 7th. A firefighter was critically injured in a crash yesterday afternoon. Richland Fire Chief Alfred Yeager told WYMT firefighter Jerry Mills was in the Cannon area of Knox County when his fire truck went off the road and flipped on its hood. Mills was flown to the University of Tennessee and is still there for treatment of his injuries.
We're looking for him to get better and getting back out here. And of course, we'll have to take it a little easy on him because he's banged up pretty bad, but we'll take care of him once he gets back out here.
Tonight at 6, firefighters talk about how heartbreaking it was to respond to a crash involving one of their own. Police officers in Pike County are asking the public to be on the lookout for 2 people accused of breaking into a car and stealing a wallet. Officers believe the theft happened at a home in Coal Run Village Monday night. Take a look. Police believe, well, that's the wrong graphic there, but police believe a woman and a man are the 2 suspects. Again, that's the wrong graphic. The woman has blonde hair and the man has dark hair. If you know anything about this, you should call the Coal Run Village Police Department at 606-437-0902. A customer was shot and killed inside a Virginia Denny's restaurant. The robbery happened early this morning. One customer is dead and another is still in the hospital following that shooting. Police are looking for 2 suspects. The Denny's remains closed while the robbery investigation continues. The upcoming Senate impeachment trial is on President Donald Trump's mind during this holiday season. The president sent a series of tweets aimed at House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and her fellow Democrats. He bashed them for not sending the articles of impeachment straight to the Senate and called them liars. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said earlier this month that Senate Republicans are coordinating with White House counsel. That is creating some problems with moderate Republican senators. Christmas came and went quietly on the Korean Peninsula under the shadow of North Korean threats of a possible Christmas gift for the U.S. It sparked action, reports of 4 U.S. reconnaissance flights, an unusually high number, at the same time over the area. There are also satellite images of an engine testing area and signs of recent burns that could be from a new rocket engine. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Thursday afternoon, the day after Christmas. The Dow closes up today more than 105 points. Well, Christmas and New Year's can be draining, and you could use a pick-me-up after it's done. Well, you're in luck. Starbucks plans to offer free drinks up until December 31st to help. The pop-up parties are only at select locations, and they change each day. But you can head over to WYMT.com and find out where the nearest Starbucks is giving out those free drinks. It was not Santa Claus coming down the chimney of a North Carolina couple's home on Christmas Eve that startled them. It was what they believed to be an intruder. Elisa and Thomas Milam were in their upstairs bedroom when they heard loud noises downstairs. The couple was so afraid an intruder had just entered their home, they hid in the closet and called 911. Deputies arrived and spotted the culprit, which turned out to be their robotic vacuum.
They asked me how long I had it, and I said about 2 days, and they all just started laughing because they knew it was just one of those things. But they were all great. They had great attitudes about it.
Now, just how did the vacuum turn itself on in the middle of the night? Well, that remains a mystery. Maybe Santa was playing a trick on the couple. Straight ahead on First at 4. For the first time in hundreds of years, there was no Christmas Mass at Notre Dame. Now we are learning that the historic building may not be saved.
And mild conditions continue, but soggy weather returns by the weekend. I'll have more on that coming up.